You obviously knew deep down that you were destined to become famous. I think that's truly an incredible thing, this visualization practice you had. Did you all read about or hear this story? That he used to drive up to Mulholland Drive every night, park, and visualize himself becoming successful? Yes, I would visualize. I was broke and poor at the time, but I'd imagine directors being interested in me, people I admired saying things like, "I like your work," or whatever it was I hoped for. I would imagine those things coming into my life. This was around 1985 or 1987. I had absolutely nothing back then, but doing that visualization, it just made me feel better. At that point, it wasn't about manifesting things instantly. It was about comfort. I'd drive home afterward thinking, I do have these things, they're out there. I just haven't gotten hold of them yet, but they're coming. I even wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered. I gave myself 3 to 5 years and dated it Thanksgiving 1995. I kept it in my wallet, and over time it deteriorated. But just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out I was going to make $10 million from Dumb and Dumber. I think it was Dumb and Dumber. So yeah, visualization works if you work hard. That's the key. You can't just visualize and then go eat a sandwich. Now, fear will definitely play a role in your life, but you get to decide how much. You could spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the future, but all that truly exists is what's happening right now in this moment, and the decisions we make in it. Those decisions are either rooted in love or in fear. So many people choose their paths out of fear, disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossible or ridiculous to even ask for, so we don't. But I'm living proof that you can ask the universe for it. As that internal shift happens, you won't just feel the world, you'll be felt by it. You'll be embraced by it. I live constantly at the beginning. I have a reset button and I push it all the time. Once that button is active in your life, there's no mental story that will be more compelling. The imagination constantly manufactures scenarios, both good and bad, and the ego traps you inside this mental theater. Our eyes aren't just viewers, they're projectors. We run a second story over everything we see, all the time. And fear is usually writing that second story. The title? I'll never be enough. There will always be someone doing better than you. No matter what you gain, the ego won't let you rest. It'll convince you that you can't stop until you've left a permanent mark on the earth, until you've achieved immortality. How sneaky is that? That the ego tempts us with the promise of something we already possess. All I want is for you to relax. That's my job. Relax. And dream up a good life. And this time, I'll keep all of it.
I'm fascinated by what creates character, what defines people, what builds them. Everyone's a kind of Frankenstein. As life moves forward, we lose some pieces, gain others. That's what's so compelling about acting. These scripts find me, they really do, at just the right moments in life. A lot of the characters I've played deal with duality, what you show to the world versus who you really are. I've always been trying to reconcile those two parts of myself. You're doing that in real life too, aren't you?
Absolutely. These characters follow me and give me insights into myself. The Truman Show was exactly that. It was saying, I know this face pleases you, but now I'm going to show you the real me. And I hope that's enough, that you can relate to it, that we can sit together, share a moment, and you'll still think, I'm just as special as before. My dad used to say I wasn't just a ham, I was the whole pig. He treated my talent like it was his second chance. When I was around 28, after 10 years as a professional comedian, I had a realization one night in LA that the purpose of my life was always to free people from concern, just like my dad did. And that night, I gave that mission a name, the Church of Freedom from Concern, FFC. I dedicated myself to that ministry. So I ask you now, what's yours? How will you serve the world? What does the world need that your talent can provide? That's all you need to figure out.
Speaking from experience, someone who's done what you're about to go and do, I can tell you, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. Everything you gain in life will eventually rot and fall apart, but the one thing that will endure, what will remain, is what was in your heart. Choosing to free people from concern, that choice took me to the top of a mountain. Look where I am. Look what I get to do.